Okay, so we're on day.
Before start, sorry, test the sound level. Just check the.
I've turned it down. It's green at the moment, but it goes red when we talk.
That's fine. That's fine. Sorry, carry on. That's right. We'll let it afterwards.
Okay, so we're day 4 of the Goodwin Turkey Training Camp in what's it called?
Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey. We're just going to use Turkey. We're not even going to mention the town. All right. So we're at day 4 of the Goodwin Turkey Training Camp. I'm joined by Kevin Greenwood, one of the 6 boxers we brought out to Turkey to train out here. Just a bit of a relaxed chat, Kev. First of all, how's it been going? Have you enjoyed the week so far?
No, so far it's been fantastic. It's been amazing. Everything, from the training, from the company especially. There's a lot of people I've met here, I didn't know from before. So no, everything's been spot on.
Have you enjoyed the? Obviously, we've been running in mountains of a morning. We've done a couple of the mountain runs. Obviously, you've got a pool where you are, so you've been swimming in the pool. Obviously, we've been going to the boxing gym as well. What's been your favourite part so far, and what perhaps has been the hardest so far?
Well, apart from the sunbathing, I'd say probably going to the boxing gym in the evening. Where you've got the other Turkish lads there as well, and training in the heat, and just seeing what your body can do. Really, that's been like sort of my favourite part of it so far.
So we had a bit of R&I yesterday. We went out on the boat and spent the day out on the boat and just had a go. Did you jump off the top deck in the end? Did you do it?
Yeah, in the end I did manage to get myself off the top deck. I didn't dive or do anything spectacular, but managed to dive in and get a load of salt water up my nose.
I mean, it's important. Obviously, we have been training quite hard out of it. You've obviously got your title fight coming up on the 11th of October. International Masters against Nikolai Kolyandov. So how has this helped for your preparation? Will it have helped with the, obviously, you're stepping up to 8 rounds of the first part. Do you feel like you've been getting enough work out here to obviously prepare you for it?
Most definitely, yeah. I think like the week away, away from work and everything else, I can just concentrate on my training. I think the heat's helped, especially for like the conditioning, just to make sure, that when I get back and it's not going to be under that sort of heat pressure, that should be a hell of a lot fitter. And the 2-3 training sessions a day, and just finding that I'm comfortable in that heat, I think everything's going to really help.
So you're Turkish. You're part Turkish as well. So your dad's Turkish, is that right?
Yeah,
But also you're not a stranger to the heat as well, because we were chatting earlier. You spent, is it 7 years in Tenerife and Reykjavik? Tell people. I mean, people who have followed your career may not know that about you. So just tell us a little bit about what Tenerife was like and what you did out there, etc.
Yeah, I left. I was about 19, 20. Went to Tenerife with a few of my close pals, just to do sort of like the summer thing. And to cut a long story short, I ended up over there for another 7 years doing PRing, bar work, DJing at some of the good bars, and then ended up finishing up on the door work for many of the years, which was fantastic. And that's sort of how I fell into boxing, as karate was my thing mainly. And
You was a black belt in karate. You were saying earlier, right?
that's right. Yeah, it was black belt and with Tim Smith, taught me the karate in Tenerife, and we went. We was doing the national championships, going back to England, up in Leicester Karate Club with Dave Wilkins, and Tim and Dave took us over to Canada. We fought in the World Cup 2 years in a row, which I won 1 year, by the way, and and then from karate I got asked to do. A couple of the guys were putting together like an MMA team. We trained for that. The show fell through, and then ended up, I was fit. I trained for like months, and I just said, "Have you got anything?" And they said, "Oh, we've got an amateur boxing fight. Would you do that?" So I did that, and then fell in love with the sport from there, really.
And then you went on to the unlicensed scene, is that right, back in the UK, and was there for a while, and then obviously you've had a few fights. You're pro. What is your number pro fight coming up? What number are you on so far?
This will be my 10th pro fight.
And your first title in your 10th fight, so?
Yeah, 10th fight, and the most important fight, so I've had an up and down sort of career at the minute, but I've had a fantastic journey, and I think this is where I should arrive now. I feel good in myself. There's nothing I'd do differently because I've learnt so much, from my ups and my downs. So I can't wait for the 11th, to be honest with you.
So, I mean, you've been training with me out here because obviously I'm part of the Goodwin team, so I've come out here. But obviously Lenny is your trainer, Lenny Butcher, and you're down at the Spartan gym, aren't you? Just tell everyone a little bit about Lenny. What he brings to the table. He's a great coach. Lenny is a really, really good guy. Just tell us a little bit about Lenny, a little bit about the gym.
Lenny's a fantastic coach. you know, and he's a great guy as well, not just a great coach. Brings bundles of experience, like years of experience in boxing. You know, everything's got to be hard with Lenny. You know, and he'll tell you, you know, he won't just butter you up. He'll tell you if you're doing right or not. And he comes, you know, he's got that's 5-star in Harold Hill, and also we've got the Chinkford Sparta Club. We've got Dominic Negus down there coaching, Ian Wilson. So you've got me and Lee Markham down there. You've got Ashley Hill, who just had his debut, first round knockout, brilliant. So he's another one to watch out for. So it's just a massive team down there. We've got so many boys down there. You've got Ben Jones, he's one to look out for. He's doing fantastic things, and he's also a really good trainer. He's only a youngster as well. So I think it's that sort of unity between all the other fighters sort of brings you, you know, up to your best. Really, it's like a boxing family.
So the start of your career wasn't fantastic, but do you feel like you've got some momentum now? You're in a much better place. You feel like things are going right. I mean, look, losses can happen, but you know, as long as you learn from them losses, and we've been chatting over the week we've been here, and you know, every loss that you've encountered, you've learned something from that. And do you feel now the momentum's behind you and it's all the right time? It's just starting to click into place for you.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I can't remember, someone once told me records are for DJs, which I quite like. But yeah, I think everything's falling into place now. And you know, 2 losses, and I was like, should I be here, shouldn't I not be here? And I had a lot of good support, a lot of, you know, people you don't really know too well, but just, you know, getting behind you on Twitter and saying, you know, no, stick with it. And I did stick with it, and it's got me to where I am now. And I'm ever thankful to Steve, Josh, Olivia, and yourself, you know, for just sticking with me, really, and believing in me. So
11th October, the big fight, obviously at National Masters. Any predictions? I know you're not really a prediction kind of guy. You're kind of, you know, a bit easy going, aren't you? That kind of stuff. But have you got any prediction?
I'm just going to win, basically. That's it. There's just listen to Lenny, everyone else around me. I'm sure they'll have a plan, which I'm going to hold to my chest, obviously. And yeah, the prediction is he's going to be winning. You know, I'm not, you know, a big puncher or knockout merchant. If it's there, it's there. But I can tell you I won't be losing this fight.
All right, so you've been staying with the other lads. You obviously got Diego Burton that's come with you, Martin Hillman, Jose Lopez, Joseph Jordan, obviously Mene Edwards as well. Have you got any secrets you can tell us about any of the boys that's happened in the thing? Anything surprised you over this week about some of the boys you're staying with?
Well, I didn't realise Diego Burton was such a good diver, which we all saw. And Mene's got some moves on the dance floor as well.
If you haven't seen that, by the way, just digressing, I suppose that's a bit private for us. You've got to see the video on Instagram. I think it's somewhere. I think Mene's put it up, Jordan's put it up, everyone's banged it. I think on the Goodwin boxing page it's on there as well. Diego Burton's dive off of the boat is nothing short of epic, is it?
No, that's right, and I'm sure he'll probably get called up on a splash or something like that. And I think
We had the whole boat watching and chanting him, didn't we?
he signed some autographs, I think, after that as well, just on the strength of his diving.
We didn't have a camera long enough. We didn't have the film long enough to film before the dive. There was like a 45-minute prep, though, wasn't there?
Yeah, well, when I started, I think I had about 90% battery, and by the end of it, I think I had about 17%. So, yeah, it taken a while, but he done it in the end.
But no, you've had a good time, yeah. So obviously, come out here, you've enjoyed it, and you know, I mean, I know Steve and the Goodwin team have done it to thank, you know, the boxers for what you've done. I mean, it's hard to sell tickets. You know, unfortunately, that's part of the business. You got to do it. But you know, if you've managed to do that, which obviously you have many times, and I think it's just nice the Goodwins wanting to do it to bring you out to thank you. So it's a two-way thing. You know, I know you said you appreciated what, you know, Steve and that have done for you, but I know they've appreciated what you've done, and you know, sticking with the team and obviously doing what you're doing. So it's been a pleasure to bring you out here, Kev, and we'll look forward to the next one.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. So if anyone wants to get hold of you, Kev, Facebook or Instagram, are you on either?
That's it. I'm on Facebook, Kevin Greenwood. On Instagram, Kevin_Greenwood83, and same with Twitter, Kevin Greenwood. So yeah, hook me up. Hit me up.
83 on Twitter, or is it just at Kevin Greenwood?
It's just at Kevin Greenwood.
All right, so you can get hold of Kevin on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Thanks a lot, Kev. Good luck for the 11th.